Alright, so I'm out here on the lake, but it's kind of late at night. I'm actually just kind of walking now in the forest at night, so that's always fun. But yeah, okay, let's have a little one of these voice video things. And I think I know the perfect image to put into this video, and it's kind of what I want to talk about, you know? So there was that little clip video from almost 20 years ago where there's the fat guy reaching for the mat, you know? And it's kind of funny, right? Okay, well, whatever. So there's a funny guy rolling after a mat in the wind. And it was at that same beach that I saw this really cute guy back in the old days. Now, this is like, what, 15, 20 years ago, right? He was about my age. I think we were about high school age then. Yeah, that's about. And that's just it, right? That's just it. I saw the guy. I saw him for one summer, right? And we spent maybe a week or two there. And then we went back to the same beach the next year. So this is maybe 2002 or 3. You know, I spent most of my summers back in the old country along the Danube on that place I talked about with the little short poem I put together. But I did spend a couple of weeks with my parents on this lake. And so we went back to the same lake a year later, right? And I didn't see the guy there that I really liked, right? I didn't see that guy. And it was interesting because on the very last day that we were there, it was kind of chilly and colder and windy. And we didn't visit the beach, but there's a platform to go up and see onto the beach. I think that's the photo I'm going to use. I think I'm going to be able to find it. And I did see that cute guy again, all right? I saw the guy that I kind of had a crush on. And I remember sneakily trying to take a picture, which, if I find it, is the picture you see. Given that this is now, you know, an internet thing, you know, I'm going to blur his face or something, and you probably can't really tell anyways. But that's it. So a year later, I saw the same exact guy. And I think by that time he grew like, he had like blonde, he was German, actually. It was in Hungary, but he was a German, right? German guy. And he had kind of curly, long hair, kind of long hair. But by the next year, it became like dreadlocks. He had this really kind of beautiful man with, or I guess young man at that point. Beautiful young man with blonde, what do you call it, dreadlocks. It's a very strange sight anyways. But, you know, it's, so again, that's the, if I have the picture, that's the picture you see, right? Yeah, I sneakily took a picture, right? But what did I say to the guy? You know, that's like the story I had with the, what do you call it, the man in the fedora, checkered fedora hat. I'm going to have to do a video on that maybe tomorrow. But I did a video on that like 5 years ago. That was one of the last videos where I did want to start talking about more personal stuff, but it just kind of stopped, you know? And it's time to start talking about these things. And what do I say? Like, oh, you're kind of pretty. I mean, it's got to be more than that, right? It's like, oh, you're pretty. That's true, but okay, I don't want just sex anyways, so, you know. But what is it that I can say, right? And that's what I've still had a problem talking about now. But slowly we're getting there. And I guess we mentioned the man in the checkered fedora. I'll have to review the old video and do a new one tomorrow about that. So anyways, yeah, that's the story. I just saw a cute guy when I was, 16, about my same age. I saw him the next year on the last day we were there. Took a picture, and that's it. And what do I say? Oh, and yeah, I almost forgot. It's also, you know, you can't tell your parents this stuff. You can't tell anybody. It's even just a peculiar thing. Like, oh, I think this guy's kind of pretty. I like him. Okay. Nope, can't say it. But that's not the only thing you can't say. And I guess we'll, you know, the letter, did I tease that? Yeah, you know, we'll talk about that later. Anyways, that's it.